Verse and Haza, the Blood Theater, a testament to the despotic rule of the Vire. These same Vire now stand between me and my next goal. Darkmire's gates will open to those able to overcome its defender. And within these gates lie my next aim. One thing stands between me and this goal. The sins of the Father. Vanstrom Claus must die. What's up everyone, it's Fidelis Ademi, and we are getting into another video. Today we're going to be pushing our diaries for both Kandaren and Mauritania. We'll be doing the Kandaren first, which requires a higher smithing level. After we have that, we'll get a boost to our agility training for Marks of Grace, and we're going to push up a couple of agility levels for the Mauritania diary. Once we finish the Mauritania diary, I'm not entirely sure what we're going to be doing, but we'll have the perk that we'll be getting more runes from Barrow's chests, so we might head back to Barrow's and try to round up a couple of our Barrow sets if we can get lucky. With that, let's get into it. 68 smithing, 69 smithing, 70 smithing, and 1675 total. 71 smithing. Alright, we are getting close to wrapping up Blast Furnace. We're going to need to have 3,700 mithril bars before we can finish. That'll get us up to 74 smithing. We're currently at 71. But with all the bars that we have banked, that should get us there. To get there, we're about 300 short. We do have all the coal and so forth that we need. In fact, we could do a lot more if we want to, because we still have just over 3,000 coal. And a lot of more adamant and mithril than we need. That's about what's left. But we're probably going to stop. We're going to have to put another 10,000 or so coins in the coffer, and that will be all. 183 tiers gives us 12,000 rune crafting experience. 183 tiers is definitely the most we've gotten from Tears of Guthix, which is a really good amount. 72 smithing, 73 smithing, 74 smithing. We can now move on to doing the actual diary tasks. We've purchased and equipped the granite plate body. Oh, and we immediately alch the granite plate body. And our next hard Kandaren diary task is complete. We have caught a leaping sturgeon. We've created our adamant spear. Alright, we're here to kill a mithril dragon. Gotta run past the brutal green dragons first. I'm not sure if it's best to stay at range and pray protection for magic or be in melee range, but we're gonna figure that out. At a range, he's gonna do more dragon breath attacks, which is bad for us, of course. But at melee, he has 3 attack styles, so he'll attack by a lot more styles that way. I will start prayer flicking eventually as well, but I want to just monitor, see how much damage I'm taking first. He doesn't seem to do very many dragon breath attacks, so I definitely think it's better to stay at range. If he did more dragon breath attacks, then melee would probably be better. That would give him an additional attack style, and he would probably do a lot less magic attacks that way. But because he's already doing mostly ranged and magic attacks as opposed to dragon breath, it's almost certainly worth staying out here. And our first mithril dragon is dead. Probably shouldn't have eaten that last shark, but we're going to grab our loot and we're going to get out of here. Our next hard Kandaren diary task is to enter the courthouse with piety. That's super easy. And done. We have set fire to some maple logs for another task. Crafting a yew-long bow. Completed. And our final task to complete is decorating our house with fancy stone. Okay, we are claiming our hard Kandaren diary achievement rewards. This has a lot of rewards, so let me go over them. Some of them are useful, some of them are not particularly useful. Some might be used at some point in the future, not 100% sure. However, just writing down the list, the most useful things are more Marks of Grace from completing the Sears Village rooftop course. Of course, you get the lamp, which we're going to use for 15,000 herb lore experience. We also have a 10% permanent increased chance to proc Enchanted Bolt's special effects. That's major because at some point we're going to be using Enchanted Bolts for a lot of various things like bosses and quests, and having a 10% increased proc chance just flat across the board all the time, always active. That's a big upgrade. Additionally, for herb runs, we have a 10% increased chance to save herb life whenever we are harvesting. Also, some of the moderate upgrades, we get increased reward points from Barbarian Assault, which we will eventually be farming. Also can teleport to Sherlock once a day, which is going to speed up our elite clues since we're doing a lot more elite clues now, and we'll be able to get Sherlock faster, meaning just faster progress there. The not so useful upgrades are the battle staves. We can now enchant for 30,000 coins rather than 40,000, which are just not going to be doing that much. The Flax Keeper now trades 120 flax for bowstrings a day, which we don't use at all, and the coal trucks can hold 308 coal now. So more coal hold, more trading of flax to bowstrings. There's some good perks in here. What we're particularly caring about here is the agility marks of grace and the enchanted bolts and herb runs though. With that, we're going to get into training agility here at the Sears course for more marks of grace, but we need 2 levels for the next diary for Mauritania. Our experience lamp did give us 60 herb lore. So I forgot one more thing about the Kandaran headgear. The biggest change, I can't believe I forgot this, is the fact that you can change the teleport location from Camelot to Sears Village Bank. Put you right outside the bank. That's the fastest banking method, for runes at least. The Amulet of Glory will get you right out of the bank as well, but that has charges, and if you don't care about the law runes, you just want to be recharging, you don't have to want to recharge jewelry, you can use law runes and do the same thing, getting to a bank immediately. It's slightly closer than using the Draken's Medallion bank, even though the Draken's Medallion is free and unlimited. So this still has use in terms of not consuming runes or inventory spaces. As you can see, I am about to do some rune crafting for nature runes. The reason I'm going to do that is I have 800 mithril plate bodies to alch, and I'm going to alch those while training agility. 66 agility. We are rapidly approaching our final agility level we need for the Mauritania Hard Diary. While we're doing it, I have forgotten how much I hated training agility. I am so looking forward to completing Sins of the Father because I really want to do Hollowed Sepulchre for training agility, and I know I need a lot of agility levels. I need at least 73 agility in the short term just to unlock all the immediate things that I want, such as the herb patch atop Trollheim. One positive note about doing this though is I alched those 800 myth plate bodies for essentially free, and I got 2.5 million gold for it, so that is a huge boost. Nearly perfect number of plate bodies as well for the number of laps I was doing. One thing to note is because of the Kandaran Diary has a reward to change the teleport location to the Sears Bank, you can drastically reduce the amount of time it takes for completing laps of this agility course by teleporting to the Sears Village Bank after each completion. Once you drop down at the altar, this course has one of the furthest distances between the endpoint and the start point of the agility course, and that teleport puts you right at the start of the agility course. I don't want to waste the law runes, and I'm already almost done, so I'm not going to bother it. The reason I definitely wasn't going to do it earlier is because I was alching anyway, and so during the run between the end and the start, I was using high alchs to get my coins. Had I been teleporting, I would not have finished my stack of plate bodies before I finished getting to 67 agility. So, glad I did what I did. However, if you equip an air staff and have Hard Diary completed, then it is a big time saver. The final requirement for the Mauritania Hard Diary is complete. We have 67 agility. First task for the Hard Mauritania Diary is complete. The next Mauritania Hard Diary task to pray at the Nature Grotto with Piety active is complete. Also, we lost our summer pie because we're stupid and brought it into the swamp. Yeah, so I totally forgot that summer pies give you 5 agility instead of 4, so I only needed 1 agility level, but we have 2. That's fine, we needed to alch the mithril plate bodies anyway. But let's get this diary task done. Hard task for Mauritania done for climbing the advanced spike chain. Chopping and burning mahogany logs. The next hard diary task is complete. Another hard diary task complete. We have escorted the woman at arms through the temple trek. 76 farming, and we've completed the hard diary task for harvesting watermelons on Harmony Island. And our final Mauritania Diary task is completed. With that, we are claiming our Mauritania Hard Diary rewards. From this, we're going to get another experience lamp for Herblore for 15,000. In addition, our legs will now teleport us an unlimited number of times to Berg Darat. We also have a Bone Crusher, which will auto-bury bones, giving us passive experience when we don't want to bother with burying them ourselves. We also get twice as many bones to bone meal conversion from Robin, and we'll get twice as much more Mire Fungi when casting Bloom. That's actually going to be quite useful when we get around to Herblore, as they are needed in pretty hefty bulk. Shades of Orton will give us bonus prayer experience as well. Also, we have access to the shortcut in Meslahamnus to get across the water to the cave horrors faster. I doubt we'll really make much use of that perk though. Our last couple of bonuses are increased experience in the Slayer Tower and 50% more runes from Barrows. 50%! That's a huge number of runes that we'll just get passively for doing something we're going to do anyway. Oh no, I wasn't recording. So, I forgot to open my caskets in the previous video. Most of these from Soleus Up Cutting. I just went to town opening these caskets thinking, you know, I've already started the recording, which I didn't. I had 7 beginner clues, I think 2 easy and 1 medium, and now 2 hard. And yeah, so these are pretty junk. I didn't get a single unique out of all of this. The law runes are actually pretty nice to get in a easy casket, so I'm not going to complain about that. But otherwise, I mean, the teleports are nice as well from the easy caskets, but absolutely no uniques. That's kind of a letdown, but it's certainly better than the steel dagger we got from the beginner casket a little bit ago. But let's put some of this away that we can. A lot of this is junk that we're going to trash, so I don't want to just necessarily put it into the bank. So let's open up the 2 hard caskets. Ooh, a Samarak page 4 and some good alkables. I want to know whether that's a unique. Armadillo page 4 as well. That's great. Let's see what we have for uniques, if any. I'm pretty sure we do. Please. Oh no, that could have been the book. And the Armadillo is unique, so that's nice. Also, get this out of the bank, taking up space. Why are you here when you could be chocolate dust? Alright. So yeah, we're just gonna out some stuff and dump the rest into a general store. With that, thanks for watching everyone, and until next time, see ya.